A tour of where everything's at this place, right?
Yeah, bathroom.
Yeah. Shower,
lockers,
changing room.
stuff, yeah.
All right.
Guess I'll use the bathroom and empty the tank while I got time.
There you go. You said it's 80, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Down?
Yes, you got it. Tom.
That's it. Good.
So Tom, we were talking the other day about putting together a beginner's class.
Yeah.
It's official. Starting Wednesday.
When?
Starting Wednesday with the beginner's class.
In the morning.
Yep.
Okay.
If nobody shows up, it's just you, me, and Kyle. It'll just be a regular open mat. But hopefully, we're going to start getting the traction. Get some newer folks come in here and we can teach them up.
Okay.
You said you did some in college as well?
Yeah, we had a little club.
Okay. You guys have much instruction there, or just figure it out for yourselves?
Yeah, so we paid dues. And I think the school also gave each club a little bit of money to be able to hire this local black belt.
Oh, no shit.
He was great.
Awesome.
He just explained things so crisply
Right.
and very concisely as well.
That's cool.
And also, like, half the kids are, we're all college students. So, like, half of them took it seriously. They did, like, football or wrestling in high school.
Right.
Some committable, and the other half would just come over all the time.
I got
So
you.
It was a fun mix. You get bodied, you could do some body,
Well, Tom's got a young baby, so he basically comes in hungover. That's just sleep at the
That's just sleep deprivation. Good.
Is this Tom right here?
Yeah, it's Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, Aiden.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Aiden.
Yeah, the evening classes has a guy who has a little baby he brings in with an iPad. I don't know if you met him. Reddish hair.
I know Bob's got a pair of kids. Reddish haired kid, I'm not sure. I don't hit a whole lot of evening classes these days. I'd like to get to some more.
Never did get Josh back in.
No. He's got reddish hair, but I don't think he's come back.
No, I think I would have heard.
Josh started running baby to class.
Well, Josh was one of our morning regulars. He had a baby when it was time for a baby. He stepped out for a while. His plans to come back after a couple months. I don't think he's coming back. I think dad life and home life's changed his schedule such that he's not coming back. Hopefully he comes back one day. I like Josh. Anything you want to work on specifically?
Today?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about takedowns. They're like wrestling and stuff.
Welcome to the
Fantastic.
club.
We've been working on it a little bit because I suck at it too. Take the stand game I always hate. So let's play with a few things that we've worked on recently with Kyle and see how much I can remember, which is great. let's talk about one of the fundamental basics. If you do shoot like a single leg, make sure you head to the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Punch it up. So if I want to go for this leg, I want to be in this position. I want to have my ear towards the belly button. I'll have it from my outside. Yeah, it's exactly. That's the easy one to know, but the hard one to remember if you're not really paying attention to it. Because I got this big old meaty leg right there. Before, how easy is it for you to drop down and push it right here? It's very, so you got to be cautious about it. That's probably the one big thing I can think of to watch out for. Let's see. Was there a name for what we were working on today where you don't go underneath the whole back of the collar?
I'm sure there's a name for it.
There is a name. So one of the issues you always have to take down is we're both doing this at the end of the and we're always next. So if you grab my collar, instead of you like to pull off, I'm going to use this connection. Okay. I'm going to come up here and secure your arm and try and keep your hand in here. I'm going to take this thing go across the top, underneath, and run the back of the collar. This could be a strong connection to hold you with. Go push pull, try and get out. Now that I have this connection, I can push it around. I can start working your feet and try and pull you down. That gives you some options. So most of those connections were different methods of attacking the feet, push, pull, and jump bounce to try and get your base narrow, get your feet together. So that's what it is. Right now, I can prevent yourself. My timing sucks. About 3 takedowns from there.
Yeah, there was the roll through. I think you want to go after the same side leg. Yeah, if you're gonna pull that one up. So if you're going for the single leg, you gotta be relatively close. So getting them close like this, and then I think you're trying to scoop this one up into your opposite leg over here.
Okay.
Right, and then you got that there. And you could get rid of this. Keep this. Or you could just go right into this regular single leg. Turn. The other one. That's this one. The other one is stepping either, you can go either in front or behind.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is more like a judo throw
Or you can come behind
and dump backwards.
and dump them backwards. I feel like that one's a little bit simpler, but I actually remember this one too well.
Yeah, you're gonna pull me around that way.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before. Yeah, it's fun for you. My brain sucks in the mornings. Go ahead. Absolutely.
Did they say anything about if your opponent just goes really like wide? But there, my instinct would just like straighten out my arm and just like.
Well, so let's talk about that for a second. Let's do that exact situation. How wide can I get before? I mean,
Well, I mean, the whole thing is like if you get the back of there, you can't.
I can't go too far away.
So The difference being, right, if I don't get deep enough, you can extend that arm and keep me at a distance and get wide. But the idea is like I'm getting my elbow so deep and I can grab back of your collar here, and like you can't really extend that arm with the back here.
No, yeah.
Right, so then I've got you. You know, that I can do so if I get this leg behind and then just kind of fall backwards. Good match out there. Or the one that we haven't really been doing.
That roll one's always
A little. So then the other one that I can do is I can come underneath or you over the top. So all that means is you are gonna end up on your back.
don't you let go of the sleeve as you dive. Wasn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it might be two different things. I'm thinking fireman's carry. I think it's fireman's carry. You let go for your diving underneath.
Yeah.
I think you do keep hold of that sleeve.
Here. Yeah, so I'm coming basically through this space, and you're going to end up.
Makes me nervous, doesn't it?
I don't know why it feels weird on this side.
Was it more of a sit and turn?
No, I'm definitely thinking.
That'll fit his shoes. You want to get stuck with them on top of you.
Yeah, no.
Maybe
I'll just go quicker. I just want to make sure the direction was right, so I wasn't throwing on his
There you go. Very good.
And you could get your leg over mid roll. And then you end up, you know.
So that one wasn't right. Because you more came down and brought him around you. Like you're going over the top of you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to sit down here.
Yeah. It almost like the energy of a roll, but I think there's enough to work with the other ones.
Mhm.
Probably work.
Yeah, I
with
think
first,
not to
and then-
overload. We were talking about that one the other day. One of the concerns we had is if I do it, somebody doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, there's a decent chance where you're going to post your head in a bad spot because you don't know how to roll defensively, and now you get scorpions and weird thing like this going on. So we're trying to make sure, using that technique, how can we modify it to make sure you force into a roll? We're not there yet, so let's talk about those other ones. So I'm gonna go through and grab a hold of your collar.
Okay.
You're gonna use your opposite hand to secure the wrist. You want to keep this connection here. Go ahead and weave. Fingers across the top. Yep. Dive underneath. Grab back your collar. Now you're set position. Okay. So let's do the first one we talked about. The single leg you'll use from this position and a lot of other positions. So single legs do what we have. So what you're looking to do is you're looking at this foot, pull it up in here. You look from the front.
Yeah, so scoot with your right foot.
Swap your feet around.
Like this.
So what you do is you use that foot, around, and pull my foot up.
So this is my left foot here.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, just you look at
I
swing
wanna
up.
swing.
Right. Make sure don't come too far around, because you want to go through your pull to the side. So sweep around your foot, your foot around, bring your hips back forward. Keep your hips here. Just use your foot to scoop my leg out. Yep. And once you have it here, you drop this grip and go down on the leg.
Like this.
Yep. Now you're in a good spot. You go through and start controlling. So,
You're gonna turn to your right.
yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna try and spin in circles, which will eventually.
You could always cup that, pull that knee, so go for.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a couple different options there.
Okay.
So.
You could push into him and take him backwards.
Mhm.
If the spinning's not working, you can stick a foot behind that.
Me push into it with my head. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
head and shoulders, yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and work that spin one first. Remember this?
Okay.
So work that spin, and so that spin's not just you spinning around in a circle. you're gonna take your right foot and take a bit of a step.
Yeah.
Yep, and that gives you an opening, so as you spin, you push your head and shoulders, push me down towards the back. Yep, just like
There
that.
you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Does it feel like you're in control of that?
Somewhat.
Yeah, well, no, good, good.
Getting there.
I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and, let me get in that spot again, and do that part a couple times.
Okay. Is there any particular technique for the grip on the leg or just?
Not really, but you do want to be a little deeper into like forward.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Yep.
if you can push into his hip, you'll have better luck than just pushing on his leg.
Right.
Okay.
As it says, pushing my hips hard with the head and shoulder.
Mm.
So as you take that step with your right foot, you open your hips up. As you come around, yep, push me. Yep. There you go. Not overly complicated,
Mhm.
be effective. Let's do that again.
For that one, I wanna bend forward as much as possible, right? Kind of like 90-degree.
Get low.
Take some more leverage or something. I thought we did this move in college a little bit.
So your leg. Here. I don't want to be probably lower than this. I'm gonna keep my ear again around your belly button.
Mm.
I'm gonna do this. So I don't want to be low, and I don't want to have my head to the mat.
Yeah.
So don't go crazy with it.
Mm.
You certainly want to be. I don't want to do it here.
Yeah.
There's just all this space connection. I want to have this leg here. Alright, so red leg in.
Okay.
Let's talk about the knee tap he was talking about. So you use your left hand to grab my knee and collapse in.
Like
And as
pull
you,
in.
yeah, and then as you do it, you're gonna push me towards my back. Collapse me down.
Just like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be ready for the knee to the face.
Okay. Yeah.
Be aware. So that gives you two finishes on that single leg. So let's go back to that
Are
top.
there technical names for those moves?
I'm sure there are.
Alright. Not in this dojo.
Yeah, well.
They probably are in this dojo, just people who actually remember shit.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyle has a still trap for names of everything.
When you get a chance to meet Kyle, you'll like Kyle.
Mm.
He's been doing this for a year and a half. He's far better than me. I've been doing this for 3 years. He's just a sponge.
Kevin's just
Awesome.
fun. He does a lot of his own, like, studying and
Yeah.
research outside of class. And has a good, like, analytical brain. So he can
Absolutely. So go back to the time.
Okay.
So, you grab my sleeve. Yep.
Sleeve.
Yep. Yep. There you go. Good spot. So we talked about the single leg. So we're gonna want to do the single leg, and then the hip toss, then front hip toss and back hip toss. So I think the front one's probably the more fun one to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're talking about, I'm gonna try and get away and open myself up. Well, if I'm doing that, there's this beautiful spot for you to step into right here. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna step into it and back into it, so your hip is here, but you're facing that way. That puts my weight on you.
Mm.
Once you have that, you're gonna twist that way slightly and roll me over the top of you.
Okay, so stuff like this.
Yep.
Yeah, deeper.
Yeah, this is one of those, exactly. Now you're underneath me, so now as you pull, you're gonna rotate me around, and I'm gonna pop over your hip and fall over.
Just like this.
Yep. Exactly.
That's it.
And me giving you that space to go into it. If I don't give you that space, that's really hard to do.
Mhm.
If I start trying to get away, look at all that space I just given you. You just have to really commit to coming, the deeper you get, not just this way, but across this way. If you bring that right foot there, go ahead and step across. Look how, I'm in a bad spot.
Mm.
It's really easy for me to put my weight on your hips.
Yeah.
Make sense? Okay, so go ahead and step forward. Execute. There you go. How'd that feel?
That one felt natural.
Yeah, it does.
So the more, obviously, like, people will see that coming sometimes, so like you might have to do a push and pull. But that's why that grip, if you can get it,
Mhm.
it's honestly really hard to get in a real roll. But if you can get that grip, it's great because you're so locked in that you can kind of get them to go, a little where you want them. So like if you can't get the single leg to work, pulling them in, you can get just enough distance to step in. Get that tight.
The obvious difference here, learning this technique and then using this technique is, we do it the same day, it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So I know what to look for, how to defend it. You'll learn how to play with stuff, how to disguise it, how to get that stand up. So good. So in your mind, you want that hip toss. I don't know what you want. So it becomes a matter of you push and pull and move me around to get me to open up. So I'm here, you want the hip toss, what would you do?
I'm gonna just push it a little bit.
Yeah, look at that, you got space. But you gotta realize that space is there. So when you push, you quickly follow up. There he is, absolutely, that's perfect. That'll get you the opening you're looking for. Now, the other one was the step behind. So you're gonna take that your step to the left foot slightly close, bring your right leg behind me, and you're gonna pull back. That one's pretty straightforward as well. I always work on my knee. The guy in the back, my knee getting twisted. But if you go down with it, it's not gonna be twisted. If you try and stay up and push him down, not a good idea. So if you're gonna commit to that, really commit to that.
Okay.
Yep.
Back up.
There he is. Perfect. How'd that feel?
Yeah, that second one was a bit worse than the first, but just like the two of those back technique, but
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that like tip back one obviously doesn't have the same kind of strength and momentum to it. But there's a lot more ways that you can get to that. Like if you don't get that grip, you can still get that toss back by having your right. So like that's one. I feel like that was one of the first throws that I got on somebody. Was like, this is kind of tough to get in a real roll because it takes forever to get there. But there's plenty of times where you can get an arm across their chest and then that sweep over back worked pretty well. I feel like without that grip I might have a hard time getting to the hip toss.
hip toss is the one that goes over the front.
I think, are they both considered hip toss or just the front one? I think the back one's got a trip
Yeah.
element to it, at least a hip toss.
Yeah,
So
you're
they
not
want-
using the same kind of
Right.
momentum.
And go ahead and do it, the hip toss to me. When you watch Top, he's really gonna get way underneath and support me on, he's gonna, almost like a jack. His knees are a little thin. As he gets set for and starts bending over, he's gonna straighten his legs up and lift me.
Oh wow.
Make sense? There are no black belt moves, just white belt moves done at a black belt level. All those small details make it more effective to get into and more efficient to execute. That stepping into it, being low, as I go through and do this, those two parts make the whole thing easier, quicker, safer, more effective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff's good. Standing and stuff. And I missed it because I was still asleep. What'd you say your background was? You did some
I did like
jujitsu, judo
maybe
stuff
5
in
to 7
college?
months of college club. We had a good instructor and stuff, but that was a year ago, and I was here for 2 to 3 weeks in July.
Okay, cool.
It's not completely very.
Basically, treat me like I know nothing.
Well, in that case, treat me like I know nothing because I'm still learning. Every day is
Like
learning.
what other like basics?
Arm drag to a back take.
That's a good one.
You know.
I feel like I have a little bit of a natural sense of like when I'm in survival mode and like bouncing and on the floor. But we have all these wonderful big juicy wrestlers here,
Yep.
and they would just play with me every time we
Yep.
play any game.
So go and stand up. We'll talk about the arm drag. We'll give you one more to play with, and then we'll just let you play with it for a while. So we've got the one we get the collar tie thing going on. We'll get the arm across. Arm drag is another one. So as we're hands up doing thing, I want to go through and be here. I'm going to go through and pull myself around and do back take. Once I'm hearing back take, I'm going to go through and switch my hips. And by switch my hips, I mean, okay, so my chest is still facing, I'm going to turn my hips, so now I got a leg to pull you across. Who's going to pull from? from the beginning here. Really straightforward. I think the hardest part about this, I still struggle today. It's not this. I'm not doing that. Resist that. I cannot get it. Even even myself. My goal is to snatch you enough to go through each plant your feet or move a little bit. And I chase around. That'll be the biggest struggle that I still struggle with. So all you're looking to do is do like a cross grip, your cross hand. Yes, cross hand.
Yeah, or like it's often off of like a lapel grab or something like that. You can
My lapel, my grip on his lapel.
No, if he's grabbing your lapel,
Okay.
so in this case you would be going to your right and pull through.
Yes.
Alright, so if you grab my lapel, right, one of the big
You got a grip. This is off of a grip break.
What's that?
This is off of a
Yeah,
grip
you'd have to break the grip.
Yeah.
But, right, you can get you're a little bit closer there. Cause if we're playing out here, it might be a little bit harder. But, resist it a little bit more. Let's see, that's I guess that's a different technique. But that was one that I feel like I got early on, but let's stick to the arm drag.
Yeah, stick around drag.
So you're saying to try to get yourself, you get my sleeve, you're trying to move yourself around behind me more than you're thinking about moving me past.
Yeah, because if I'm focused on my feet stay stationary, and I'm gonna pull you all the way in.
Yeah.
In this. Exactly. That's what I'm gonna fight with.
Yeah.
So it needs to be this situation where I get to sleep. I gotta be much more mobile to get around.
Move that sleeve.
Yep. Enough of the snatch to get a movement, or to maybe hunker down, and then I come around. So we're gonna play that for a second. So you're gonna go for it. So you're gonna go for arm drag, you're looking for a cross sleeve.
Okay, so just
Yep.
grab like that and then pull in with the arm, you're saying?
Yep. But that's just to go through and get me to do this. And then you move around. Exactly.
Like this?
Yep, and this is where you're gonna get. Now this is a struggle for you to go through. I don't want you here. If you can maintain this good position, you're gonna switch your hip.
So am I
Keep your
right,
chest
so
up.
am I kinda out like that?
Yes, but you're gonna go through and make it so his knees further forward.
What?
You're gonna make it so his knees further forward. This is what's the tip of the hip.
Like that.
So now as you pull me
I'm
across.
going from here to like.
Yeah, yeah. Now when you go through and twist and pull me that way, I'm gonna get tripped on this. Not quite. So I'm gonna
So
show it real quick.
Throwing this in there is getting, if you had this hip in, I wanna get that leg all the way behind. See how it's all the way through. If it's here, there's not as much for him to trip over. You might just be able to slip out. But if you can think about that hip switch as getting that leg out, then there's something for him to trip over. Similar to those other two sweeps that we were looking at earlier, right? If you're moving this way, there's something for him to trip over. Well, I guess this is, but it's kind of similar to that in that there's, something for him to actually go over. If you don't do that full, you can still, sometimes people who are really strong, we'll see wrestlers do this sometimes, will just get in tight, will be able to still whip you down, but if you can get the hip switch, then you can still get bigger people down.
So we're talking earlier about getting low. You mentioned getting lower better. This is probably one of the ones that getting down my right knee. So I got his back. When I hip switch, if I drop to his right knee, now I've got this table from to fall over as I pull. He's going over. Me getting lower makes that work better.
Yeah.
So try that. Those start to make it fun.
And then, obviously the first one is gonna be struggling a lot, so just like, I've been around the waist like this.
Yep.
You're not gonna be there for very long.
No,
but-
no. That's it.
Basically, as soon as you get around to the back, you should be looking for something,
Yeah.
right?
Because you don't want me to.
Nobody's gonna let you hug on to it.
No, I'm gonna try and roll and spin around and do something. But for the purpose of this, I'm gonna give you time to go through and feel it, see what the opportunity that you're looking for is. My role in this as Nuke is go through and give you some resistance time for you to figure out what's going on.
Mhm.
You won't have that time as a live roll. So let's work on an arm drag again. So we start with here. You're gonna go through and grab this grip, break the grip. Let's see. This will come up. Once this grip breaks, go and break, set it back to the elbow, and pull and drag. There you go. So don't lose connection. Rock, wind it back. Wind it back. Don't lose connection. You're not gonna throw my hand and run around. Keep that connection with this hand.
Okay.
This elbow. As you get around back, it just fall around. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, great grip.
The grip.
There you go.
Like that?
Yeah, once this this arm starts coming around,
Uh-huh.
you can let go of this, drop it from in here. Okay, now you're here. Did you see anything on the takedown that was?
Yeah, you were a little loose with the connection once you got around his waist, so you get that hip in tight to him before you switch your feet up,
Okay, yeah.
so that you're already kind of pulling him down by the time he goes over your leg. So that.
Yeah, it turns into that's what you're saying.
Like
Yeah.
once you were around here, there was like there was a decent. Your butt was kind of down here. I think if you get this in tighter, once you go to make that switch, he's already on his way down.
Okay.
Versus if I have that space between here and butt back like this, I go to make the switch. He's still got his base. Then I'm fighting him. Right. I get in tight. I make that switch. He's already going down. So it's like having that hit forwards into him. As soon as you start going, you're already pulling him down. Which is like the space. When you make the switch, you're just taking up the space, but he can fight you a little easier. So try.
Yeah. So have this connection tighter.
So
Okay. Like that?
Yeah,
You're saying I wanna get my distance closer?
tight, yeah. Or at least pull me in tighter to you, so that when you switch, I'm already starting to go better. Versus the first way you did it, when you came around the back, your butt was back a little bit. Go ahead and switch. Okay.
You're having to do this now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that, taking up that space. Which is kind of a theme in jiu-jitsu, I think in general, is like trying to take up the slack. Right? There's not a lot of times that you want to leave a lot of space or a lot of slack. If it's an arm bar, you want to
That's
take up
the
the slack.
single best example I got right there is arm bar. So sit up. This is just a small tangent. If he has his arms extended, so as soon as you let your back fall back, he's trying to break my arm open. Now look how much more work he has to do still. He's already all the way back. Sit up. Close the distance. Now when he breaks the grip, he's already up. Now it's already tight going down. He's not having to go through and do this because he was already here. And that takedown's the same way. If I'm standing up and I have you all at here, I now have to close the distance before you start to fall. Where if I'm here, it's already going down. Yeah?
Yeah.
Make sense? Hope so.
Enough. Hopefully
Good,
I'm
good,
absorbing
good.
it. Okay.
I'll tell you what, let's just do some back and forth takedowns. Uke gives some resistance. I'm gonna set the clock, we'll do a round arm while working with while. Let you actually play with it.
Maximum things we did today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So and you don't have to do like the single leg. You don't have to do from that grip either, right? So you can, when you're just playing, you can go for that single leg at any point. You know, there's a few different entry points. You could try to get it with the foot. Come up in here. Just try to make sure your head's on the inside.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's single. If you do this,
Yeah, we're talking about it you're still talking about it earlier. So try to use the techniques we talked about, and along the way be a little bit creative, see what you can find, like we were just talking about. Instead of having that tie hitting the leg, well, can I pull you, stand up? As we're going around, can I pull you enough to get you to step and move, you off balance, and come in here and get it? Just play with it. See what you come up with. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Tom, you wanna grab Aiden first?
what's up?
You're both Aiden first. Let Aiden be the overall aggressor.
Kind of take him down then.
Well, you're both gonna try and take each other down. He's gonna go through be a little easy, but give you more time to work with it. See where your head is?
The inside?
That's on the outside. Oh, you guys' leg? That's it, back. Keep going, come back up.
single leg, just try to keep it tighter. If you, all you gotta do, little step back, turn. And what was the first step for that move from the,
How to get the leg up?
which
You're
one?
gonna use your foot, try and scoop that leg
So-
up.
You can kind of do it either way. Right, this way I think feeds into squeezing a little bit better, but you can also do front leg, scoop behind, and wrap it up that way. They both work.
With that tie up, you're not really looking to reach down with your hand and pull the leg up. You gotta use your feet somehow to get it to come up some. So you reach back and hold it. One thing, I don't wanna keep putting a whole lot of different techniques on you, but one thing I saw you try a couple times is shooting for a single leg. It's important when you do that, you're not shooting with your head, you're dropping your whole body down. So what I mean by that is we're talking earlier about getting low. I don't wanna get low for this leg like this.
Then you just
I
drop down.
wanna get low like this. I want my hips down, so I'm here, so as I stand up, I come up. My ability to pull your leg up is jump like this. I get my hips down low, grab a whole leg, then I stand up into you. Now I'm in a good spot. I don't wanna put too much on you, that's when you, it seems like you naturally want to go there, but you're going like a tight position.
Yeah.
You wanna squat down, and I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it from here. My goal is to do it from here. I wanna come around some, make a connection, stand up into you, and now I'm in a good spot. Step back, now you got it. Again, I don't wanna put too much on you, but would you naturally go into that one, or make sure you know that part? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, ready for another one?
I guess so.
Yeah?
They're me and coach.
I'll tell you what, let me do it one more time, so you can see more from the outside, and see how many things that we've talked about that you can pick up on and see. Not necessarily the exact technique, but the concept of movement and leverage and how we train each other down. So you can pick up those pieces. Yeah?
I like how you picked up on that sleeve grab the second time around. You were going for the kind of thread. And you're like, oh, I don't want to go straight. But you were like, yes, I've got it. Maybe I'll push me around a little bit, and then I'll do it. And that worked a lot better, right? So that you don't always have to go laser focused on that one thing if you're, telemarking it a little bit. So that sometimes works out a lot better, where you kind of push-pull a little bit when you get them where you want, then you can sink it through. But
We're gonna teach you a technique and steps, because it's the easiest way to go through each understanding the concept. But through that process, look at what the concept you're trying to accomplish is, not just the technique. So if I go through step 1 and 2 of the technique, does something different, if it goes to shit, I've got options there. I can readjust the position, pick up step 3 again, or go to step 4 to do something else. It doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way through. Look for that concept along the way, just like he's talking about. Got the sleeve, I got the grip, I'm let it go for a second, let it get some movement, get in a better position, now I can go for the rest. Make sense?
usually it takes 20 minutes. Okay?
Yep. Alright. Other than standing and a lot of dancing, what'd you see?
I really like that move. Where it's hop, right? Kind of grab the belt and just like anchor it back, lifting his one leg. I like that. Other than that, just seemed like a lot of back and forth. It didn't seem like people were too committed to any moves at the outset. Like someone would go for a grab and push it off.
Yeah.
They would go for the same grab, push it off, same way.
Yeah, not a whole lot of arm drags happening.
Yeah. And grips really stymie your takedown. If Tom has grips on me, it really dictates my ability to do X, Y, or Z. Sometimes you utilize your grips. A lot of times you just slow you down, you're gonna break your wrist. I hate stand up. That's the most tiring part of all jiu-jitsu is to stand up, I think.
But you get good at it. And
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's a necessary evil. I
unless
can do
you
a
wanna be
5-minute
butt
round
sticker.
on the ground because I've already been taken down to just fine. 5 minutes of stand up, I'm fucking whooped. And you see how quickly that single leg can start to go south if your head's either in the wrong position or they push it to the wrong position. Then the guillotine comes in off. We both tried that. There's single leg, we push, we do something with the guillotine. So be ready for that one. And part of that is getting that in close, high grip on the lead, so they can't push your head to the side. Once you get the connection in there, I think once you have that nice high connection on the thigh, if you bring your head up towards our sternum instead of your belly button, it makes it less likely to try to do anything sooner. So, I get this here, my head's down. He can try and push and pull and move stuff around. He kept swimming the leg on the outside, which is the right thing to do. That does that. Now, if I come back in here, I keep my head, once I'm in here, keep my head high, go ahead and try and do stuff. There's no guillotine. My head's too high. See, come on this side. See how high it is? Go back. Go back. I keep my head low, swing the leg. Look how low I am. Isn't it deep? So once you go low, so I get down. Once I have a leg, I come up, bring my head up. And that's just a matter of rolling my head up. Look more that way instead of that way.
And then you bring the head down for the takedown, or you wanna keep it up?
I'm gonna keep the head here. Once I'm ready for a takedown, take a step, I'm pushing my head. I don't need to have it low anymore. So that's that push. My head's high. That's the same push.
Yeah.
But I'm better protected with the head up high.
Okay, yeah.
So go low enough to get in. Once that connection's there, like I said, it's just a matter of rolling your eyes up. If you're looking that way, instead of looking down. Because this is a great opportunity for guillotine, right? I'm looking down. I'm looking up. Guillotine. It's not there.
Yeah.
Make sense? Cool. There you go. So you're gonna set the clock.
You're right about the stand-up. I feel like those 5 minutes I did was worse than like
Oh,
the
yeah.
classes I did.
That's why I see a lot of
But
guys.
it's also because like you're uncomfortable with it, so you're more tense.
Mm.
You're moving your feet around a lot more, so you don't feel like you can really rest, but you can.
I can't. No, it sucks.
No, I don't like it either, but that's just because I'm not good at it yet. But I refuse to accept that I can't be good at stand-up.
No, I'm in the same boat. I agree. I need to get better at it. Will I ever be good? I don't know, but I will be better at it. All right, Tom. Feel free to tell any stuff along the way.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go a little slower and keep on working stuff, and then I can't fight the shit and go from there. Really slow you down with this cross grip with this. So I can work your grip. Up, down. There you go.
There it is. Switch it. Switch your feet. Yeah. Go, go, go. It's tight. Squeeze them in. Not switch feet. There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
Good, 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 good. Instance, I don't want to go back. I can get forward, slows it down, so you're ready for it. Yeah? Good. Good job. You go. There you go. Good, good, good. Yeah, if in doubt, we're still going back. I can't see where I'm going backwards. That's direction we're taking that position. Yeah? Good stuff. Let's feel that push pull. Feel this? What's your reaction?
You're gonna pull back.
That step, right? When you come too far forward, what happens when you step?
On my weights on one leg.
Yeah, the other leg comes forward. Feel that push pull. Create that push pull. That's where this from a sleeve. I can't necessarily dive in here. I start this. Create that movement. Movement's what you want. Yeah, you know.
Gave you the head.
Yeah. Comes with experience. You'll feel along the way. Put the head on the wrong side. Quickly throw that guillotine. Really, Chris, don't do that. This one. And so once you there you go. Good.
Nice switch. Good whip. Watch the
There you
back.
go. Good, 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 good. How'd that feel? Productive? I hope.
Yeah, I appreciate you going a little easy on me.
No, no,
Really
absolutely.
good repositioning away from the guillotine into the single leg. You were on the wrong side and oh no.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, Tom and I did it instinctively. Your common defense. So I go for single leg. You don't want your leg here. Knee back, yes, side. My ability to go through control is now reduced. So I just buy you time. You're not out of it. But it's so go for single leg. So you want this. Trying to take it down this way. Just like George Ford. They take that.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Now, we're really playing that leg tight. Now do it. Because this full connection controls my hips. This weak connection, my leg on the side, you control my knee. I still have movement. Once you control all this now is one big lever, I go with it. So you want to keep your knees. Crank your knees tight, arms in tight, now you have the whole leg. My hips go where you want them to. Make sense? I know it's a lot.
Are we done for the day?
Yeah, that'll be done for the day, yeah. That's 7.
Don't need any help with the cleanup or anything?
Hey, if you don't mind, appreciate it.
Yeah, just give me instructions and all.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna spray real quick. I'm gonna get some brushes set up and just run the brush across the floor.
I appreciate it, guys.
Oh,
Good luck
absolutely.
today.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, we're gonna have from now on, Wednesday mornings,